In this video, I'd like to demonstrate some of the new layout editing features for Analog Office 2008. And the first one is virtual gravity points. And this is a feature that provides snap points for devices or iNets that are on the same net, same electrical net. So that, for example, in this layout I have two NMOS devices and a resistor, and they're all connected together. Here's the schematic. And if I take the rightmost device and start to move it around, you can see that I get a snap point. And so at this Y value, I'm exactly aligned with the pin for the other NMOS device. Or if I move this across, at this point I'm centered so that this pin from this net is centered on the pin from the resistor. So this is a feature that allows us to get our layout set up a little bit quicker, get everything aligned very easily just by moving the devices around until you see the snap point. Okay, and then this also will work when routing. So if I double click here and start to route on a metal 3 with a 1 micron wide route, you can see that I also get the snap point to the center of this resistor pin, or if I want to put it off a little bit, let's say I route up and over, I get a snap point to the center of the device pin there. And if I route from the resistor, you'll see that as I move down, I'll add a point here, and then as I move down, I get a snap point here, a snap point further down, coming from this line over here. So lots of snap points from any existing routes that are on the same electrical net to help me get the routing aligned perfectly and snapping perfectly. So another feature is the snap to fit feature. So let's say I want to back these routes out a little bit so I'm not actually complete. I can click on this net, and then right here on the toolbar is the snap to fit button, and that'll close the net off. And that can be really useful if you do some routing but then you decide you need to move some devices over. I can click here and say snap to fit. I can move this device up and say snap to fit. I can move this device up and say here snap to fit, and that just makes it easier to continue editing the routes after I need to move the cells around. And then the last new feature for this video is the slice command. And we had always had the slice command for what we call dumb polygons or dumb paths, but it didn't work on the intelligent nets, the iNets. So now this is working, enabled for these layout objects. So I'm going to demonstrate this. I'm going to back this route up a little bit and meander it to show how this feature will work. So I'll select this net. Let's say I want to slice off this bottom U portion here. Under the Draw menu, I could choose Modify Shapes, Slice Shape, and I'll start to click and drag. So I'm add one point, and then I'm holding down Shift to lock horizontal. And now you can see I've sliced up that net. So you can see the route lines there. So then, if I wanted, I could choose just this net. I'll scroll up a little bit so you can see the menu on this small screen. And I'll choose route segment properties, and I'll just change this to be metal 2. So it's an easy way just to change a small section to a different layer if I need to. I could have also done that manually by right-click, shift, selecting those different segments, but the slice shape command can make that a little easier. It can also make it easy to, say, chop out one section, do some custom layout, and then copy and paste it into another net. That's the first part of new layout editing features for Analog Office 2008.